Over years of small diets and one major diet that changed my life, I have gathered many tips and tricks that I employ every time I need to lose weight. And today I'm here to share them with you in hopes that some of these can help you. Number 1, don't be in too steep of a deficit. Being hungry while losing weight is quite normal, but excessive hunger will come from the fact that your deficit is far too steep than you need it to be. I fell for this as well. I was in a 1,000-calorie deficit when I was at the peak of my weight loss, and God, were the cravings intense. The only thing you think about is food. From the time that you wake up to the time you go to sleep, and the things that you dream about are all about food. So one way is to be a little bit less lenient with your deficit. Never go 500 calories below your maintenance. Now sure, you're going to have to decrease the amount of food you eat the further you get into your weight loss, but make it reasonable. Don't over diet. This leads to a whole host of other problems, but primarily it will make you more hungry than you need to be. Number 2, eat foods higher in fiber. When I discovered this, it was life-changing. Who knew that you could fill up on a kilogram of carrots and not feel hungry for junk food? I didn't apparently, but this is an amazing way to manage hunger and cravings. Fill up on a high fiber food, whether that's some vegetable, that's some fruit. The higher the fiber content, the more filling it's going to be. So it was only quite recently, within the last couple of years, that I realized carrots are very high in fiber, and that's why they kept me so full. But find something like that for yourself. Find something that you enjoy eating, that tastes good, that also has a lot of fiber. This is an amazing way to manage those cravings. Number 3, eat foods higher in protein. I think a lot of us already know at this point that protein is the most satiating macronutrient per calorie, but when put into practice, when you actually increase your protein intake, it's very hard to eat more protein. I mean, unless it's coming from very palatable sources like protein bars and protein powder, sure, you can overeat on protein. But have you ever tried eating straight meat? I mean, it's very difficult to overeat on meat. So add more milk products. What I really loved was cottage cheese. That kept me very, very satiated, very full. I would eat a lot of it. Add some yogurts, Greek yogurt. This is another one that destroyed all of my cravings. And whenever I wanted to eat some type of junk food, I would pull up one of these foods, maybe like a sweetened Greek yogurt. I would eat that, it would do the trick, and I would no longer crave anything sweet. Number 4, have smaller meals more often. Nowadays, I kind of preach to people that you should just follow what works best for you, and I don't have a lot of small meals throughout the day. I prefer just having 1 or 2 or 3 bigger meals. But looking back, when I was going through my biggest fat loss diet, I had a bunch of little smaller meals spread throughout the day evenly in order to kill cravings. At that time in my life, it worked best for me. Nowadays, it doesn't really. But what I did realize is, yes, if you have smaller meals throughout the day, making sure they're higher in protein, you will be more satiated. And number 5, fill up on fluids. Sometimes you're just thirsty, not even hungry. But if you are hungry, then water can fill up the space within your stomach, and you can trick yourself into not feeling hungry. This can be supercharged when you're drinking something like diet soda, sparkling water, flavored sparkling water. Personally, those are my 3 favorites. So try them out for yourself, and maybe it will destroy any type of cravings that you have. If you're ready to take the first step, press the first link in the description and join our free school group. Here you will meet like-minded people and get more direct help from me and our community. If I give you anything of value within this video, please consider subscribing. It'd really help us out, and don't forget to stay savvy with your diet.